Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Fabulous Empty Nest with me, your host, Angie. I am one day away from market day. I have a disaster in my living space. It's been a little cray cray, but it's okay. I mean, I'm figuring it out as I go. This is my first market in or vending of any type in probably 20 plus years. So I'm a little nervous, but I think I got it together. I the last few things that I needed came in. I got my multiple bags, so different sizes of bags to send people away with their items. I got my um, banner in the Fabulous Empty Nest. And I'm kind of wish it wasn't white on the outside. I didn't think I ordered white, but that's okay. I got my stretchable tablecloths in champagne, and that's what color I thought my banner was, but I'm going to have to make it work. I have my handy dandy little paper towel holders that I got from Amazon, and these are going to is what I'm going to put my heads on. My husband's going to crunch this one down a little bit better for me, but that's what these are for. But they stand really well, and so I'm excited about that. Um, what else? I have my tent, two tables, two 6-foot tables, one small table for checkout, bungee cords, zip ties, my money holder. I have multiple wooden crates to build height on my table. I have some cool baskets. I have a little raffle item, business cards, stickers, tags. I feel like I'm missing something, but I feel like so far so good. One of the things that I was working on, and well, this is one of those whips that I found, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing literally, it feels like it weighs like 20 pounds, but I love it. It's huge. It's ridiculous. It is made for a person that's probably has a little bit more shoulders than I do. I took all the trim off of it because I didn't like it. And I'm redoing the trim on it. Um, and I'm not sure what color. I have this that I could do a really pretty trim with. I have this. And then I have the blue to do the trim with. But this is the back. And it's got these really awesome pockets. So as you can see, like it's got the big sleeves, and I think I'm going to leave the sleeves big for somebody. I'm going to do a nice like shawl collar, ribbed shawl collar with the awesome pockets here, and just leave it at that, I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this up tonight while my husband's putting prices on all my tags. I made this. Made this guy. I really don't have any business doing this right now, making amigurumi or plushies because I've got a lot going on. But he was so cute, and I think his eyes are lopsided, but that's okay. He's really cute, and it was fun to make, super easy. It took longer than I expected, but I was also watching TV, so I don't know. And then I made this big guy, another one of these. Super cute. So I'm just kind of trying to not be manic and keep it together. So I've been using my Addy quite a bit, just practicing with it. I've made some ear warmers and probably 10 hats. But to be honest, I don't think I like the Addy hats as much as I do just one of my crocheted hats. I think the crocheted hats have so much like character and depth to them, and they just are interesting. Whereas the knitted hats, they're kind of flat. And of course, yes, they look aesthetically, they look nice, right? Because they just do. But I don't know. I think the crochet hats are much prettier. But with my hands being so arthritic, the Addy is nice. But I don't see myself moving over to doing mostly Addy hats. I see myself still trying to crochet. I have done something that I think might help, although logically it seems like it might make it worse. I've been starting to use thicker yarns. Um, it's kind of a yes, it works up faster, but I struggle with it more because it's thicker and you got to work a little harder at it. So I don't know. Worsted is still my favorite. I do like the loops and threads yarn because it feels like it's got more stability to it than the I love this yarn in the worsted, like this, or like I don't think I have any right in front of me, but you know what I mean. It looks just like this, but it's the I love this yarn acrylic. Um, it's a little floppy for me. It's like I don't know. It doesn't hold its shape all that great. Even I don't know. I just it's beautiful. It works up beautiful. It's easy to work with, but it's once the garment's done, I'm not as thrilled with it. So this is kind of my new favorite yarn. Um, I'm putting in my very first order from Premier Yarns today and from Hobie. I've never ordered from either one of them, and I'm excited and nervous. I saw somebody, I think it was, I'm not gonna say because I might say it wrong and I might say the wrong person, but somebody who I watch often on YouTube did one of like the mystery packs of yarn. I'm gonna do one of those just for the fun of it. And then I'm going to order some of this stuff. I'm still learning. Again, this is all brand new to me because I'm a worsted weight girl and that's all I've crocheted with my whole life. So, and then specialty yarns like hand spun yarns. But this kind of stuff, I'm still learning all the names and the different types and all that kind of stuff. So, y'all are teaching me a lot. It's a little overwhelming, but I'm buying some of this kind of yarn. What is this? Demi Pearl. I like this. I like the way it works up. Um, there was also got some pom poms. Instead of making my pom poms, which I've traditionally done, I am actually that's Demi Pearl. Sweet Snuggles Light. This was actually a little thin. Maybe my hook was too big, but boy, it is soft. Oh my gosh, it's soft. Um, Sweet Snuggles, and that's just regular Sweet Snuggles, so not the light. So yeah, I'm learning so much. For somebody who's been crocheting so long, there is a lot to learn because, again, patterns are different. They're so well written now. The variety of yarn is ridiculous. Back in the day when I first started crocheting, there was like two kinds of yarn. There was the Karen Simply Soft, even that was later on. But there was Red Heart, and then there was like, I don't know what, I can't even remember what it was called. It was just like a bargain brand that you could get at like Ben Franklin. That's where I shopped. And oh my gosh, because they didn't have a Michaels back then. They didn't have place. I mean, there was Joann's, but even that, I don't even know when we got our first Joann's. I remember the first time I went into Joann's and I felt like I was in heaven because there was all this yarn, right? So, being in such a rural part of the country, it really can make it challenging to get this kind of yarn. However, um, being rural out here where we are, there are some amazing spinners out here, and there's a couple of really nice yarn stores that sell specialty yarns. And one of the ones that I'm looking for, I used to be able to buy it when I lived in Nashville. it was just this small hank of linen yarn that I loved working with. When I was making the belly dance costumes, I would make these beautiful little tops, similar to like the summer tops that you see people making. So this was back in the 90s. I would make these beautiful little like halter tops out of this amazing linen yarn. I couldn't keep them in stock. I mean, people just were buying them right and left. They loved them so much. And then I also was making a bunch of really cute, like barefoot sandals for the dancers, little like glove thingies, just different things that the dancers wanted. So I can't find it. I can't find that linen yarn anywhere. It was so beautiful and so nice to work with. So I'm going to look at some online stores and see if I can find some. I'd like to have a variety of colors because I'm going to start working through the winter on my spring and summer stuff. That's typically how I did it in the past. So I'll try it again and just start working after the holidays, start working on my spring and summer stuff. Try my hand at a few more of the amigurumi things. I'm not going to get myself all wrapped up in that because, like I've said before, I'm not a huge like plushy fan, stuffed animal fan. Um, it goes back to just having 5 daughters and having stuffed animals everywhere. And my youngest son, Ben, he didn't really like stuffed animals. So I was really grateful for that. But it's been, again, super fun and but a little bit stressful to get ready for this market. I am all over the place, as you can tell. I still have to get up and clean this up a little bit and then head into work for a few hours. And then, of course, I'm getting off work early today so I can start prepping. Luckily, my granddaughter is living here with us right now for the summer, and she will be helping me at the market. And the Hubs is, I refer to him as Sweetie, but my husband, Sweetie, is going to come down on tomorrow and help me set up and then come back when it's time to load up. But where I'm doing this event is it's called Loleta, and it's a little kind of coastal town in Northern California, and they have a community fair every year. So this is kind of my practice event, and then the big one is in November, and it's called the Fig Twig Festival, and it's huge. I've been to it twice now since I've moved back to the area, and it's where everybody goes to buy their items to decorate for Christmas and for gifts. And they have live music and food vendors and just all kinds of things. So I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous because this is like a big shot event, and the booth fee is $270. It's kind of a lot, but hopefully it'll be worth it. I think it'll be worth it just for the experience, not even necessarily that I sell a bunch of stuff, because really that's not even my motive. Of course, I want to sell things. Of course, I want to move my items, but it's really not my MO when I crochet. And for a long time, I had a hard time crocheting and selling my stuff. I tend to make things and then I have to put it aside for a few days because I usually hate it when I first make it. It's the same thing with my artwork. I have to put it aside. I put it somewhere where I have to look at it every day. So I'll maybe put a piece of art on the wall in a frame, and then I have to look at it for a couple of days. And what happens is I become kind of detached from it. And then I can look at it with a different perspective of like that, like maybe even somebody else made it. And then I typically usually love it. I did finish these and I'm in the process of cleaning these up. This is just a cute little sweater that I made with a matching hat. And then this one is so stinking cute. Look at that. Look at those colors. Are you kidding me? Precious. And then, oh my, look at this. What? I want one of these. Yeah. So I have a lot. I have a lot of stuff. I think it's going to be fun. It'll be plenty. again, I go because I love talking to people and making connections, and I'll probably end up talking to people about the Rancheria and our program that we have going on. We have a healing wellness program. Um, I'll probably talk about to people about Blue Lake because I was raised in a small town here, but I've been gone for 25 years and just recently moved back. So it's like, it's just, I won't just talk about crocheting or the items that I make. I go there to make connections with people because I've just moved back to the area. That's part of my my job is to make connections in the community, so I can refer my clients out to these connections. And so it's all just like this big connection event, which is basically what this whole vlog's about is connection. I am here to share the love, share the knowledge, share the excitement, the wealth, the patterns, all of it. That's what this whole vlog is about, is making the connections. For me personally, finding like-minded people as I move into this new stage of my life. The countdown, let's see, less than 30 days, I'm turning 60, and I anticipate my 60s are going to be the best years, best decade of my life. I thought 40 was great. 50 was really good. It was like my 50 was like my I feel like that was my growing up years. It was when I went and got my degree and did all, my kids were older. I worked on my career, all of that. So I was kind of a late bloomer. So 60s, I think, is going to be my starting to put things down, being more mindful about where I'm putting my energy and who I'm allowing into my life, and making like this is going to be, I hope, I'm going to be living my best life. I've got a lot of support now from my family, my kids. They're just like, go, mama. So, yeah, that's why I started this blog, was to make connections and to meet people and to do a little traveling and share the wealth of this wonderful craft of crochet and creativity. I'll probably eventually maybe even start bringing in some of my artwork. I'm not there yet. I've taken a break from it because I just during the last winter, that's all I did was paint and draw, paint and draw. I'm a very prolific artist. I have stacks and stacks and stacks of artwork. And I will get back to it. But I'm more of like an illustrator. I can draw, and so yeah, I love drawing and inking. I should probably get my act together, is what I'm thinking. Oh, I don't know. I'm excited, but I am kind of nervous. Like I'm forgetting something. I don't know. Oh, I know what it is. I need to figure out a way to make sure that my tent doesn't fly away, because we do live in a kind of a windy area. This is a coastal area. So I got to go over and pick up the tent that's at my sister's and find out if it's stakes that I need or if I need sandbags or what I need to make sure that my tent doesn't fly away. So that's going to be kind of my day today. I am going to get back to you this evening when we start packing up. And then, of course, tomorrow when I'm setting up my booth, and I'll be recording during the event, and then I will do a market recap. Have a wonderful Friday. See you all soon. Bye. Today was the market, and I just got home and got everything put away. And I'm sitting down to have some dinner with the hubby, and I'm working on a new sweater. I sold all my sweaters, all my adult sweaters, which was awesome because those were kind of my big ticket items, but very exciting. Tomorrow I plan on doing my recap video and going through everything and how the event was and so forth. But that's it for today. I'm exhausted. It's a night of having some KFC and watching live PD on Reels and crocheting and relaxing because I am whooped. So we'll see you all soon. Bye.